So in this video we're going to be looking at Salter electronic kitchen scales, and they were sold as faulty display, and the display isn't correct. So you can see there ounce, and if I press down on it, it does register here, but it's not doing anything over here. And also if I press unit, you can now see, I don't know what it's on. Nothing's happening at all. Sometimes something will flash up here, but there's definitely something wrong with the display. Yeah, it doesn't look smashed. So I'm hoping it may be fixable. So let's take it apart and see if we can get it displaying again. So this item looks brand new, so it's clearly a customer return. I can see that there's a little coin battery in here. Let's undo and see what voltage we have. Frigo, 20 CR2032, so it should be 3 volts or 3.2, 3.3, that sort of range. 3 volts, so it's a little bit low, but it would be absolutely fine. So it's not that. So I'm thinking there's going to be some screws underneath here. I can also feel 1, 2. I can also feel 3 holes underneath here as well. So let's start here because it's easy. Let's see what we got. Don't think there's anything there. Nothing there. Nothing there. So it must be all under that little label. Nothing there. Right, so I'm going to have to try to take this off. I'm going to add a little bit of heat so I can hopefully get it back in the same position. Yeah, the screws are under here. Okay, now that the Harrier jump jet has quietened down, I can see that these 4 are something to do with maybe fine-tuning the weights. That's not how you get into it. I don't actually know how you do get into this. There's nothing underneath there. Don't say to look for a teardown, because as a new product it would be highly unlikely that there is a teardown on this. So how does this thing come undone? Do you know what? Maybe I do have to undo these. Let's see. I have got other weighing scales, so if they are just purely to do with like calibration, then I can weigh different things and turn them to get the calibration. But you know what? Maybe they are. Maybe that is to open it up. Oh, that's a hard one. There we go. Oh, they're different. Hold on a minute. These are different than these two. Interesting. Now it's wanting to come off. So, you know what it is? These two were the ones holding it in. Yeah, these two are not. Right, so should I do these two up again? Because maybe they're to do with the actual weighing. Because we're just worried about the display. It's incredibly simple, isn't it? So this must be detecting some sort of bend, is it? When the weight goes on it, because we're attached here, so it's bending here. And it looks like it's something underneath here then. So this is, I would say, faulty from manufacture. Is it going to be a bit of dirt underneath the zebra connector? So to undo it, you only need to do half the sticker at the back as well. Right, so we've got a zebra connector there. So I jumped in a little bit quick because I did see the fault straight away, but I'm just pausing this video so you can play along at home. So we have the little board there. You can see we've got a blob chip, and you can see that we have contacts for the screen. The white thing is the back side of the screen, and that pink thing is a zebra connector. The circuit board that is still screwed in on the right hand side is the little button to turn on and also to change the unit, and then that metal thing in the middle is the actual weigh-in thing that does the weigh-in. So can you see anything wrong there with that picture? Because I did actually see it, but see if you can see it, and all will be revealed in a few seconds. That looks perfectly clean. Let's have a look now. That zebra connector is completely bent up. Look, that's the problem, isn't it? That hasn't been put in properly. I didn't bend it like that. It feels like rigid. So the zebra connector is missing. It must be only probably connecting here or maybe here. Can you see? It was like stuck. It felt like it was stuck over that side. So let's have a little look. Oh, right, so the screen doesn't look smashed. That looks perfectly clean. I think it was just put in wrong. So let's get it back on the middle section. It only has, it doesn't really matter if it's there or there, as long as it covers this and the bits on the screen. So I'm going to put it there because that's roughly the middle. That's perfectly clean. I think we just need to realign this. This might be the shortest video on my channel. I'm trying to make sure I just go straight down, yeah? So, boom, like that. No, see, that's no good because it didn't want to go on there. I don't want it to push up. Right, so it's there and there. Okay, there. That feels nice. That feels good. Rocking nicely on that. I'm not going to do them fully tight yet. I'm going to do it bit by bit. I wonder in the factory if they did that one up first and that would have maybe pushed. I don't know, it does feel very tight. If they did that one up first, you think it would have pushed it more this way. Well, as it was pushed this way. It was like that, up that way. Well, let's see if that's now going to work. Okay. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. That wasn't there before. Fantastic. Look at that. Zebra connector problem. I knew this one wasn't going to be anything major. Right, and I'm going to put that there. I don't think there is any calibration. I think you just do these up. Right, so that will now allow this to flex on that. Let's leave it at that. Let's put the sticker back on. Oh, well, that went back on nice. Okay, right, let's turn it on. Unit, ounces, so you can see now it's not just there. So that's all we've seen before with the very edge bit. We didn't see the rest. So we didn't see the pounds, we've just seen the ounces. Fantastic. Perfect. Right, I'm going to get some other weighing scales and let's just see if it's similar to the other weighing scales. In fact, it's quite good because the other ones I have, I actually broke. Right, here we go. So these are the broken ones. So I'm going to turn that on. Turn this one on here. Battery low. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, hopefully it'll be all right. Right, so these four. I'm going to say 100 grams. No, well out. 190. What are they here? 191. Fantastic. So they are very similar. Now that I've got my feed in here, I'm going to fill this. That's lighter. 120 grams. Play along at home. Whoa! Didn't I do good? 118, so this is one more than this one here. 4 frog tapes. What do you reckon? Some partially empty. I'm going to say 600 grams. Oh, 660. I'm getting good at this. 661. And wood glue, near enough full. That's heavy. I'm going to say 888. Oh no, what? Well out. 515. Well, there we go. 514. Fantastic. Really, really happy with that. What a lovely, easy fix, but a fix is still a fix.
Ring Tyre Inflator.
In this video, we're going to be looking at this Ring digital tyre inflator, and it's got no power apparently. I haven't plugged it in yet. I bought it from eBay. It looks immaculate, so it doesn't look like it's had any use. If it has had use, it's had very, very little. So I'm going to get my bench power supply connected up, put 12 volts into it, and let's see really, is it no power? Now if I can get this working, my brother does want one, and he needs one that goes up to about 70 psi or something because it's for a van. This one says 0 to 99 if this is to be believed. Hopefully it does do that. So, cigarette lighter. Let's put power into this, so it should be positive here, negative here, and let's see if it does come alive. And this is where that's stored there. It's nice as well. I had a look here. They give you little adapters for like your footballs and stuff, which is nice. Quite nicely done, and with this you can fold it out, so it's like that, but you can fold it out to make it easy to wind back in. Yeah. Right, let's see what's happening. So I'm going to get power on. It's already at 12 volts from the stapler, so we are going neutral here, and we are going. Well, it's certainly got power. Yeah, light works there. Let's put the PSI up, and how do you start it? Oh, here. No, 1 second. Does it need to detect pressure? What does this do? Oh, that changed it to bar. Well, I mean, if you could do inflatables, then there can't be any pressure, can there? So it is just a case of turning it on, and it should work. And this is not. So when I turn it on, it doesn't do anything. I wonder, is this actually being recognised? If this is being recognised, maybe we have a problem with the switch. Do you know what? I'm going to take it apart, because it should just start working. Which ones do not work? As soon as you turn them on, they start working. I've never come across one that doesn't do it that way. Right, let's undo these screws. Ah, so that's how the power works. Can you see 2 rings, negative and positive? And these are going to be negative and positive going in. Already the fan for that is like ridiculously close to the casing. We're talking, it's not even 1 millimeter away. You see where the fan turns here? Yeah, just that bit there. Right, okay, more screws here and here. So we know power's getting into it, so there's not a problem with anything there. Okay, so this is the power coming in, and there's a circuit board down here. Then we have something here to measure. Right, so there's an on and off switch here, and on. Let's check the on and off. I know that one works because the light comes on, but let's check this big one here. So go to continuity. We have nothing there. Now we've got something there. It's definitely not the switch. So this is how the motor turns here. It all looks like misaligned. That can't turn there. What's holding this? Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Fake staged. Here we go again, another fake video. Does he not realise that products don't leave manufacturers like that? They have a thing called quality control. It's so obvious all his videos are fake.
Wire broken to there so the motor can't turn. But even that, 1 second, let me put this back in. How bad's that? My videos are not a fix, just to let you know. A lot of the time I have a nightmare. Right. Is that going to be turning? Oh, I can hear the pump. I can hear like suction. Well, it does turn. It just all looks so incredibly close. But I suppose this is also pinched in here as well. Well, obviously it's designed. It must do what it needs to do. So let's solder up the wire, and let's see then if we have suction. Not suction, blowing. It's strange, it looks like a perfect hole here, but these wires are not through the hole. I wonder why they haven't put the wires through the hole. Wouldn't that make a better contact? They've just placed them on top. I think it'd be better if they went through the hole. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just going to put a little bit of leaded solder to lower the melting temperature a little bit, make it a bit easier to work with. Here, because there's a hole here, yeah, right through here. But I'm just going to put it through when it's melting. Right, so I'm going to heat it from underneath, trying not to burn the blades. And there we go, we're through. Right, so that's through, so let me bend that over now. Doesn't want to melt. There we go. So that's bent over. And now let's put a load of solder on the top there. And the only way that can come undone is if that wire snaps. That's not going to happen, it's really thick. And that's going all the way down there. I don't think that's going to come undone. Right, let's do the same with the negative. So I'll do the same over the negative side. Why it wasn't put through the hole, I don't know. I'm presuming this is done by hand, so I think it's user error. But let me know if you think this is machine soldered. I think it's just going to be too awkward to machine solder. Also, if it was machine soldered, I'm thinking it would be done correctly because it'd be designed to be done that way. I think the workers are under pressure to get so many of these out, and it's probably just as easy just to tap a little wire on rather than put it through the hole and then solder. Realistically, it's only going to save a couple of seconds per item, so I don't know whether it was just laziness or what, but if it hadn't been put through the hole, then there's no way this would have failed. It would have left the factory working because they would do tests on it. I'm thinking the courier probably dropped it, or maybe the person using it for the first or second time dropped it and then it sheared off. But you can't call it user error because the wire should have been put in a hole, and that way then you know that's never, there's no way this wire's coming out again unless the wire breaks or the tab off the battery breaks. So I'm wondering whether or not the tab of the motor might have been a bit greasy and then the solder kind of flowed into the hole without sticking to it. A bit like if you were to make a jelly mould, it will flow into the mould but it doesn't really stick to the mould, and then of course it's easy just to lift the wire straight off. Not too sure, but anyway, it should have been put through the hole. So I've done that on a negative one now, and now I need to put it all back together, and then I'm going to find, it's late at night now, I'm not going to go out to the car and start making a load of noise, so I'm going to find a football. We're going to pump up the football just to show you it working. Oh, poor thing's seen the right beating. I don't know what it needs to be pumped up to, but what I'll do is I'll just feel it, and then I'll stop it as it starts to feel right. On my car, I haven't got these little adapters, so I think I'm going to keep these because my brother won't need these adapters, I don't think. He just wants it purely for the van. I'm going to add a little bit of, what shall I add in there? I'm just going to get a bit of WD-40, a little bit of oil just there. I presume I should be using some sort of lithium grease, but that's in my dad's shed, or the Rolls Royce. Just going to put a tiny little bit of 3-in-1, just because that hasn't been pumped up in so long. I don't want the needle just to go straight through the rubber. I want it to go through the correct place. Let's see if that goes through now. Oh, it still feels very tight. This hasn't been pumped up in years. There we go, I'm in. Okay. So where's it going? That feels good. Not sure what a tyre, what a football should go up to. Oh, whoa, yeah. Oh, that's nice. You can hear by that is bouncing nicely. Brilliant. Excellent. Well, you know what? It's fixed. Why on earth was there a loose wire like that? I don't know. But I promise you my videos are not staged. You can tell by the soldering there that was done professionally. Kind of weird though why it wasn't put through the hole. Is that just cost cutting again? I don't know, it's strange because if it was put through the hole, you're not just relying on the solder then, because you've got a more mechanical connection between the wire and the thing it's soldered to, so there's going to be less strain on that solder. So yeah, it's a nice easy one for me, and you know what, every now and then it's nice to have easy ones, especially on these shorter, quicker videos. If you enjoyed this, give it a nice big thumbs up. Thanks for watching.